Hi folks and welcome back to EGFC week 15. If you are just joining us, I am a Waffles for Sid and this is Zohan, and we are going to close out the evening with our last matchup. We are about to go into our game against Montana versus Colorado, and Zohan, I gotta say, this is going to be a really tough battle for Montana against Colorado, ranked number 2 currently.
Yeah, they're CU Pac-12 rivals of mine. Excuse me, I'm a little biased. So I'm supporting Montana in this fight. I do not want CU to win because, once again, I mean, even though Berkeley isn't playing in EGFC, I will always support. I will always support the opposite of Pac-12 rivals. But yeah, CU very good. I'm gonna try to caster curse them as much as I can. They're so good. They're gonna dominate.
That's a new attack approach from a caster that I haven't seen. Like, I love that. Do it.
They are gonna do amazing. Wink, wink. I like the comp they're running. Interesting. Though cheats seem to be enabled.
Gavin does this every time, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, there's a glitch where you can, I don't know why or how exactly it works, but as you see, he wraiths over and then is able to Death Blossom in the spawn. So he has a good time confusing everyone who hasn't seen it yet. It's like my third week around with Colorado. So, I've seen what they bring to the table. They are starting out here with the rush composition, but I know they've been working on the ball composition, which last week in the interview, they told us they had been working really hard to refine and increase that synergy between Cloud and Funkmaster. Obviously, both of them dropping down from the inside at the same time. It does result in the first kill for Colorado as well, Zohan. So it's already coming to plan or going according to plan and coming to fruition for Colorado on this first push.
Yeah, I think Montana definitely with the right idea. They have a very nice composition coming into this. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the legs, but Loadman just doing so much work on Soldier 76. But yeah, now we're coming into this. CU already has a lot of nice ults coming or even online. Pulse Bomb. Oh, Kids Bohemian in the back line. That's brutal.
So Colorado here has told us repeatedly that they're going to play every single team as seriously as they can, regardless of what the game status is and what the score shows. So them being this aggressive here, trying to put University of Montana on the back foot and keeping them off balance this whole time is a big goal of theirs. Looks like they might have bitten off more than they can chew. A couple people did go down, but Colorado clutching it back up here with some great tank play coming through. Funkmaster really doing a great job at just mowing people down left and right, and in the end, the mobility is just too much for Montana.
Yeah, I need to come back with the caster curse. They are doing so well. They are going to win this round. Okay, now the curse is out there. Yeah, I'm looking at, I really like the alt economy from University of Montana. We have Jimmy Carter. Sorry, that name makes me laugh. And Coalescence coming in. This could be a big deal.
Dragons are going to tear through the point as Colorado is going to stack their support ultimates for this fight. Bun Bun knows they got to pop the sound barrier to try and keep them alive, and the pulse bomb does not a kill, but a lot of damage for Colorado, and they're going to continue to hold this point and push it into this last fight territory.
Yeah, and as you said before, Montana hasn't had an esport program until the middle of the season, but they're doing very well, honestly, for how young their program is against the ranked 2 team in the country. It's actually very, very well done what they're doing. They have coordinated plays, they have coordinated ult usage. It's just, you're going against a team that is taking this seriously, and it shows how well CU does in these situations.
Well, CU has made a name for themselves. They've only had 1 loss this season, and going up against the number 2 seed always means there's a lot of opportunity to learn and grow. Montana knows that CU, they're people that are going to continue to push and keep their synergy and polish. And so if you can learn and adapt from that and mitigate a bit of that, that is a lot of growth for Montana.
No, definitely. And I was complimenting them earlier for their composition. Okay, there it is. That's way better.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I did not like Winston Reinhardt, but I like this a lot more. I like the Cassidy change too. I think Cassidy does a lot to deal with Funkmaster.
Oh, no.
But Funkmaster,
No.
oh
man, Cheval just left a little bit behind. A lot of people on Montana were able to just scoot on through, and while Colorado continues to they just encircle their enemy over and over. We heard them talking about that ball tracer comp, and it is just so oppressing.
yeah, and ECU's playing this to perfection. They are, and especially how well they're playing this. And oh no, they're even switching. Bird Boys is switching over to Mercy. They're not worried about Yayu being in trouble, and it's showing well. And Cloud's even able to get out of there. Oh, never mind.
Okay. That's that's some aggression coming through from Cloud, but Cloud has some pretty serious DPS chops you shouldn't take on too lightly. We can see that Montana is going to go ahead and just make their way on to the point, but they are once again already encircled. Colorado was set up and ready, waiting for them to move on to the point, and now people are flooding from both directions. Colorado gives that space while the point temporarily gets taken over for Montana, but they're only kiting back to avoid the damage and then dish it out again.
Yeah, they're... Honestly, the fact that they gave a point for less than 10 points on the board is just absolutely insane. This just shows the coordination that they are really pushing through. They literally just back up for 2 seconds to regroup, and it's just absolutely insane how well this team's playing. And yeah, no ults on the side of Montana, and all Shivel's already gone down.
Man, this is so difficult for Montana to push into, right? There's a lot of ultimates online for Colorado to use, and the fact that Colorado's composition is so fast and mobile, especially that Hammond, right? Funkmaster on the Hammond, you see him sitting in the back line, scouting Montana as they are walking up. That means Montana is immediately at a disadvantage when they move out of the spawn because the enemy has all of that information on them and their pathing location that they want to take for the next fight. And you see it here. They are shutting down Montana right before they can get to the point because they have this information. They are ready to take this attack. And with the OT bar triggered there just at the end, it's still going to be Colorado taking this first round.
Yeah, that was a quite dominating performance from CU Boulder. My caster curse didn't work out this time, sadly. So I'm gonna need to bring it back onto the thinking board. Think of something else. And yeah, Gavin and Cloud are playing exceptionally well. Obviously the rest of the team is as well, but just to highlight how well that they are getting those finishing blows and just, and even setting up, which at this level, being able to set up as a DPS player is exactly what you want, being able to carry. And yeah, that was very fast.
You said 3 key words to me just now, and you said, highlighting final blows. And you're talking about Cloud and Gavin. Well, last week, props to our observer for catching this beautiful sequence of events. We're on Nimbani. Cloud manages to sneak around to the back line, has that Deadeye online, goes ahead, draws the Deadeye. Gets a 4K or a 5K. I honestly can't remember which, but it didn't matter because he ended up rolling off and cleaning up the rest of the team. So literally killed all 6 people in one play. So yeah, final blows are really strong, especially for players like Cloud and all of the other members of Colorado who continuously peel and back up one another. They have such good synergy and communication, especially when there's low health targets.
Yeah, no, and great, as you mentioned, great focusing of targets, great finishing of targets too. It's, you know, one thing to target people, it's another to actually finish those blows and actually confirm that kill. And not a lot of teams have been doing that. And, you know, CUs have doing it at an amazing level. And honestly, like, they're running Gavin on this Hanzo, and it kind of shows how, you know, I don't know how I feel about this. If they were taking this super seriously, would you still be running a Hanzo? Or are they just having a little bit of fun now?
I believe they've run this in the past a bit, not necessarily here on King's Row, where there's typically this choke point that you see more of a Mei favored, but I'm honestly not too concerned. Colorado is going to be putting a lot of effort into making sure the shields are getting broken, and if they are, I mean, yeah, this is a rush favor. So if they're looking to try and just shred them quickly, Gavin on that Hanzo is going to be really helpful for that.
Oh,
man. Already two kills. Holy cow, quadruple kill. My word, Colorado so aggressive already, just not letting Montana have any inch of space or room.
Yeah, that was fast.
Almost stunned, Bun Bun. Great job getting out of there.
Yeah, Gavin just hitting beautiful shots. And once again, I mean, we mentioned it before. I don't know if that was necessarily a call out, but Bird Boy's finishing off of what was a great body shot by Gavin. And at this point, just, I don't even know if Montana can go out of this choke, and I don't think it matters.
Wow, that was a great speed boost from Yahoo to just let his team capitalize on Montana, who had pretty much fortified themselves around that health pack. And well, once you get encircled by Colorado, it's pretty much game over.
Yeah, that was honestly, I don't even know what else to mention at this point. I like this double sweep switch, but oh, the shatter.
Jimmy Carter saw it coming, went ahead and fortified right before, but that doesn't quite save your team. Colorado backing up Cloud as he gets two. Nicely done here with the Deadeye, and once again, Colorado putting the resources into their DPS and enabling those final blows.
Yeah, this is a very one-sided series at the moment, but I am looking at Montana. They have a couple of nice ults coming online. I want to highlight that Deadeye from Shimmel. Bun Bun, of course, with that Coalescence. Maybe a little bit of life left, even though this Amp Matrix is holding them back right now.
The wall comes up from Loadman to try and mitigate that, but man, it is a classic grab dragon combo coming through from Colorado. No one survives that. We all know it.
Yeah, I honestly feel bad. You like, I don't even, you can barely talk. These fights are over within 5 seconds. I mean,
no,
just
we're hanging out, having a good time. Look at this, Gavin just hanging out in the back, trying to put that pressure on, give a little turn there, and well, once again, we're here at the front. Shatter stops the Coalescence right at the entrance of the choke point. Man, that is tough for Montana, but they do have Blizzard online. And if there's going to be a fight or an ultimate that really zones Colorado out of the way, it's going to be Blizzard.
yeah, but it also depends on how well CU see it, and I mean, they've been playing it well. Though I am gonna comment, you were right that Ruby is not on Diva anymore, and that could allow. I mean, never mind. You know, load band's gone.
Well, they still have time for one more push, right? We've got a little bit of time left. Yahoo just booping them away before they can get into the spawn. Look, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Yahoo to help them kite away from this Blizzard. It's pretty much all on him to either get, they either get frozen or don't.
Yeah, at least with Bongo and Deadeye. Valkyrie being popped early, though, I
mean, yeah, you're going to have to. Montana's looking to engage, and oh no, back 3 kills with the Deadeye from Cloud. He's looking to clean it up just like he did last week, but it's gonna be his teammates helping him out instead. Colorado continuing to hold strong here at the first point of King's Row.
Yeah. That was around. That's all I can really say about that. That was indeed a round of Overwatch. See you just putting on a masterclass of how to, really focus on targets, really focus on finishing blows. It's just great coordination. You see, I, it does seem to be a coordinated play of, hey, I hit blah blah blah, like finish it up, and great positioning
Right.
from each of the team of the players to like be in a position where they can follow up on those final blows. And yeah, I mean, it worked out. Now they just need a easy tick, and it's gonna be series point.
I have noticed that both of these teams have pretty good discipline when it comes to using their ultimates. It doesn't feel like Montana is slinging them out too much too aggressively, right? At some point you have to throw everything you have at stopping the payload, but it doesn't seem like they are overcommitting when the fight is lost, right? We didn't see any late Valkyries or anything like that. We saw ultimates being used to engage the fight, to, as a win condition, not as a Hail Mary saving grace. And Colorado does a great job of this as well. They have such good ult economy discipline, and it makes them one of the best. I mean, it's one of the reasons why they are one of the best here in the EGF League, and why a lot of teams put a target on their backs to try and take them down this season. They're already moving here onto the point for King's Row, and well, with Loadman on the Bastion, they wanted to stay low and close so he couldn't have his sights on him. He's already down for the count, and Montana here has lost a few players. That's gonna be it. Colorado has the manpower, and they took the tick for King's Row.
Yeah, I liked the idea. I liked the composition from Montana, but I think they held a little too far back, and it essentially it gave Colorado the ability to just walk onto point and force Montana to jump down. If they had held a little more aggressively, if they had just held over on the high ground near statue, that would have allowed them not only to get a lot of poke early, but maybe even get a pick, maybe even force Colorado to force to another comp, and more time goes on. I'm wondering if they were worried about like Symmetra, and I feel like that might have been how they played. But yeah,
Maybe, yeah. Or maybe they wanted to try and capitalize on a bit of a longer sightline and not risk that, like, initial nasty Widow Hanzo pick that just snipes you when you're sitting still when you're in the Bastion turret form. So, either way, Colorado doing a great job at avoiding those sightlines altogether. I love how closely they hugged the wall, and it really reduced the ineffectiveness that a setup Bastion does have, right? No sights means no Bastion point and click adventure, which, I gotta say, I started playing Overwatch on console, Zohan, and I never, I was like, oh yeah, I guess it's fine. People call it that. It's fine in turret mode. And then I was on PC and I finally made that conversion, and I was like, oh, so this is what it's like to actually be able to hit shots better and just not stop firing. Okay, more fun. Definitely more fun. It's more fun when you can aim.
it's definitely, I was casting EGF high school earlier. Ooh. And one team was definitely on consoles, and you can just tell, like, they were doing actually very well for being a console team. Like, one of their DPS was popping off, but didn't work out in the end. But yeah, console so much harder, especially with no aim assist.
Like, yeah, and these so I mean, playing from console players playing against PC players is a totally uphill battle for those console players. And I mean, like I said, I started on Xbox. I made the conversion to PlayStation at some point. We had some friends convert with us, and they still play controller on their PC. So, it's a tough grind for them. And man, they still hit shots I was never hitting on console.
Yeah. I envy people who are good at controller. I've never really
They're the ones that become surgeons
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or honestly,
Quite a
observers.
finesse.
Hey, if you're good,
Oh.
honestly, just a shout out. If you are good at controller, use maybe go into observing. Honestly, most of the time, you get paid more than what we do right now just to observe the game.
Yes.
So
And you know, usually you use a controller because it gives you that long, fluid, smooth motion that all of you controller players have put those years and hours into refining. Right. Thank you, Aeon, our producer, giving an example of what it's like to be on my controller occasionally.
I like this composition. Oh, excuse me. I looked at the DPS and the tank lineup first. Please don't go Zen Mercy with this comp, Montana. Please. See you. Is this? You know, we saw it earlier. Is this the reverse? Is this the defense of the oinky, spoinky, oinky,
Yeah,
oinky?
right. Yoinky. What? No.
Yoinky.
Yoinky
No, it's
spoinky.
Yoinky Spoinky. Yeah.
Yoinky. We should have asked him how to spell it. That's on me. But we do have, like you said, Colorado here going to be starting off. Oh my gosh. 125 when he slammed down. That's the dangers of a Doomfist who knows the map and knows how to boot themselves up and around it and really maximize the value and height they can get before activating any of their abilities, Zohan.
Yeah, now Montana. Ooh, actually getting Funkmaster. This could actually let them have a win condition, especially with the rest of the team coming back. But now Loadman going down. And
Put the stairs just a little bit before the pin onto Ruby. It's still going to be Colorado holding this defensive choke point here. And, well, Cloud feeling it good on this Doomfist as he's just jumping around the map and sliding so high off those roofs.
I'm just gonna let everyone know now, if you're playing Reinhardt and you have Zen Mercy, please do not charge in. Unbind Shift. It will save your life many times. I know this as I play Reinhardt.
Oh man,
Yeah.
or only do short charges if you want to stay in this fight. Oh man, that is tough. Bun Bun was just melted right away. We talked about Colorado's really sharp focused fire and how quickly they do melt targets, and honestly, a Rezzing Mercy is one they shred quickly and set their sights on even faster.
Yeah, now this is looking very nice for CU. Obviously, remember they're taking this. I'm gonna say it's. Oh, that was brutal. Doesn't finish it though. That is a key factor. And oh, Yahoo going down early. Maybe this is a little bit of. Never mind.
Wow, this is devastating. Nice fade out of the way. As soon as the fade was there, Cloud knew it was over. But honestly, the carnage in the backline had already been done, and Montana still gonna have to regroup. And with 1:48 on the clock, Colorado is starting to feel really good.
Yeah, they're doing very well. I like the switch off of the Rhine. I mean, Jimmy Carter switched a while ago, but I do like the switch to the Hog, where it allows a little bit more. But ooh, nice combo.
I loved that. What is it? The pull from Funkmaster right into the dragons just before they were launched. That's the synergy. There's communication going on in advance before that happens, because the dragons had to be launched before the flex, or what is that? Jeez, what is Orisa when she grabs them in close? Halt! Thank you to our producer. Yes, they're halting in advance way before the dragons, and it's looking beautiful. Bird Boy's already going to go ahead and be aggressive on this coalescence. Sorry, Loadman, there is no hacking for you. Bird Boy was bloodthirsty, preventing any of that, and, well, even more damage from Colorado to really push this into our last fight.
Yeah, I don't really see. They could get a grab off, but then they have Transcendence, and then there's Transcendence to deal with.
No.
They could get.
Transcendence maybe accidentally misclicked early there. But still gonna be Colorado trying to find those picks and getting some of them already. It's tough. You've already got, I mean, you're surrounded. Once again, Colorado has done their signature, setting up at many angles, preventing Montana from even getting a chance to get close to this payload or to this point here on Hanamura. Just a really nice job at showing some positioning.
Yeah, that was a bit of a interesting composition. I liked where Cloud was. That was actually kind of fun. Not many people know of that spot. That is a very memeable Widow spot, and if it works out very well. Getting great shots onto Bun Bun, and yeah, CU now have a very clear win condition,
Right.
and Montana has a long way to go to maybe bring this to game 4. There's obviously always a chance. Always, it's the percentage may be very small right now, but this composition from Montana maybe. Ooh, this actually, I like this a lot. This could allow them to maybe hold on as long as they can. I'm liking this actually, especially. But CU going for maybe. Please don't go on to Widow still. Please don't stay on the Widow. But
Might.
Oh, this setup. I don't know if I like this setup spot. I'm so confused what's going on. I've never seen any. I've watched so many levels of Overwatch. I've never seen this setup spot.
You know, I will just be on this ride together here with Montana, right? Obviously, they're trying to take up multiple angles and wait for Colorado to pretty much just walk into the point and try and walk onto them. They're going to hit them from both directions, and, well, Colorado has a different plan in mind. They're already trying to move to the back and encircle and... Okay, maybe just give the spawn doors a kiss and try and wait, okay? Or we're dancing. Love it. Anyway, Montana's still gonna be holding the point here and, well, pretty much just waiting for Colorado to try and push into them. Gone. Love that. TP'd right out of the sight lines. Nobody sees Funkmaster behind. No! Bohemian! They just get pinned straight out of the point. Not even expecting it from behind. Colorado already encircling Montana, and that is going to be them taking them down. They're looking with team kill. That's going to be point taken, and Hanamura going over to Colorado.
You know, I in the interview, I'm gonna ask whoever our CU player is. They said that they will take every game as seriously as they can.
Yeah.
And that attack phase, what? I see some spawn door waving.
Dancing.
So, I'm gonna ask Gavin about that.
Yeah.
Or Cloud about that. So
Cloud.
Cloud. Or I'm gonna ask them about it. So
Right.
that was I'm seeing ECU.
I mean, it still was very classic of Colorado, right? Moving their players to be encircling of the enemy, and then it seems like the flare gets launched in their comms or in their virtual sky, and it's go time to attack the enemy. They're already in the back lines. Hypermobile comp once again, and went ahead and took it for a nice clean 3-0 win. Gonna be probably popping over to a quick break. It looks like we have Bird Boys lined up for our interview, folks, so we'll see you in a moment. Hi, folks, and welcome back to EGFC. We are here with Bird Boys from our University of Colorado team that we just saw. Bird Boys, congratulations on your win, and thank you so much for joining us in the booth today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So, you guys are, ranked quite high here in the league. Tell me a little bit about what the journey has been like over, the season, both, the earlier season and this spring season, and kind of where that is going to take you mentally leading into the playoffs.
I think just pretty much all year it's been just a constant story of improvement. I think we started off good and I think we're better than we were then now. So I think just kind of constant path upward. For me, it's been interesting because first semester last season I had our support Orion, and now I have to get used to another new support, Carrots, or Divination, or Infamy, or wherever he wants to go by. So
Right.
it's been interesting kind of transitioning because we have to play so well together and play off of each other. But new support's great. He's a great guy. He's better than I ever will be at this game, and I learn a lot from him. So I think, like I said, just kind of keep going upward.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna ask you a more serious question later, but I now have to talk about this. Waffles was mentioning how CU's mantra was that you would take every game as seriously as you can. But I saw a Tracer player for CU dancing at the spawn doors of the defenders on Hanamura. Can you explain that to me?
I think that might be the team mantra. I think Cloud and I, and also everyone in the camp, have a different mantra, which is play as seriously as we need to. I think we just wanted to have fun at the end of that game, give people something to watch. So I don't know, just having a good time.
No, that's very fair. And going kind of transitioning off that question, Montana hasn't had an esports program until literally a couple months ago, and I know CU has one. Do you think that the support given to you by CU, or even just the establishment of having an esports program, has helped y'all become better players, and especially in this last game, or just in this tournament as a whole?
Yeah, I think we have an esports program. We could definitely be getting more help from the university, but I think the help that we do get in general is nice, especially just kind of in a team building aspect. Just the events the university's put together, the LAN events we've gone to, all stuff like that. This kind of brings the team together, and I think that sometimes playing Overwatch for a bunch of hours a week can get draining, but I think that the school and the team we have together really keeps me going. So I think that as long as Montana boys can keep going, they'll be able to find that as well, and it should be a good time moving forward.
I will say, I toured CU before. When you have a gym like you do, and when you have a campus like you do, I feel like it's very easy to feel rejuvenated after playing Overwatch for so long.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
So this is the only school I ever get to talk about that I've actually toured besides my own college. So hey, no, you'll never see this again.
That's my shout out to the league team, I guess, as well. That's my roommate Owen. It's on the CU league team. Infinitely less cool than us, but if you have nothing else to do, you can check them out as well, I guess.
Little plug over there also for the roomie. Always gotta love it. So obviously just shout out your roommate. Anyone else you want to add to that list over there?
Shout out the whole team, except for Divination, aka Carrots, aka Infamy. I am gonna need him to make a scrim and also check his availability earlier. Everyone else though, they're doing absolutely incredible. Keep it up, guys.
Well, there
and
you
Gavin,
have it.
Sorry. Thank you for subbing, Gavin, whenever Carrots isn't there. You're doing awesome too. So keep that up as well.
I love it. Props to everyone, and little burn over there, Divination. Bird Boys, thank you so much for joining us in the booth today. You got 2 weeks left, and we are excited to see how you guys are going to continue to progress. And a lot of people have their eyes on you going into the playoffs. So good luck to you, my friend.
Thank you.
Folks, that is going to go ahead and close out our matches of the evening. Obviously, we have a couple more weeks left in the spring season before moving into the playoffs. EGF does a great job at covering so many different types of games between Rocket League and League of Legends and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We have all the stuff there. Tyler, huge thanks to you who helped bring this all together. And of course, to our producer, Aeon, bringing you guys the real magic and the lovely 4K, 5K shots that we see throughout our matches. Zohan, anything you want to say before we go ahead and sign off for the night?
I mean, lovely game. If you do play StarCraft and you want to play StarCraft collegiately, fill out the interest form, and then we will also host StarCraft. I would love to cast StarCraft, so I'm just going to keep plugging it every chance I get. And yeah, that's all I have.
I feel it. The more, the merrier when it comes to esports and having access and having teams and players available to actually cover and broadcast and bring you guys the magic. So we will see you next week, and hope you guys all have a great night.